Live from the city of Las Vegas, it's the NASMAR Community Cup Series from Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the South Point 400. Today, we begin the first of three races to decide your final four. Christopher Bell, Alex Bowman, William Byron, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, and Ryan Blaney are the 8 contenders who have a shot to make the Final Four and hunt for a championship. I'm Interstate Battery Cup Series, and I'm joined on the pre-race show by AHP Cup Series and Timothy Brown.
Hello, y'all. We're going to have a great race here today at Las Vegas. I'm a little sick, but Interstate Battery Show will get us started with the drivers that have won on the round of 12.
Yeah, we'll start off with the number 20, Christopher Bell. He won in New Hampshire after an insane 3-wide move with 2 laps to go on the last restart. But how about the number 24 of William Byron, who was able to make the round of 8 with that win at the Charlotte Roval? HP will take you all to the winner at Kansas.
Winner at Kansas was Chase Elliott in real life and in NASMAR, as we saw at Milk, what the race that Milk made, and what a finish that was. Also, our pole sitter today is the qualifying merchant of Briscoe. Briscoe starts up front. Can he stay there and beat out the playoff drivers?
And now we'll look at your point standings here coming into the first race of the round of 8. Bell's up 23 points, and behind him it's a pretty close battle. Chastain and Blaney are on the bubble by having a 5-point difference. And now AHP is going to tell us his Champ 4 picks.
Yep. I got Christopher Bell, who's plus 23. Then I have Kyle Busch, who's plus 11, and he's won the championship before. Then I got Chastain and Blaney. He's minus 5, but I think he'll make it up.
And I have mine next. I have Bell making it in. I also have Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, and Ryan Blaney. I think Ryan Blaney will make his way in, possibly because he's really good at short track racing and plate racing. And throughout this round, he has Talladega and Martinsville, so I do think he will be able to make it in throughout having a good performance at one of those tracks.
And now finally, I got my picks. I'm picking the most consistent drivers out of this entire season. I got Christopher Bell, the number 24, William Byron, which also had a really consistent season. Ross Chastain, number 1, who won Las Vegas earlier this season. And I got the number 12 of Ryan Blaney.
And now we'll head down trackside for the playing of the national anthem.
And now, race fans, here to give the command for the South Point 400. Please welcome your Grand Marshal, NLS.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go racing in the City of Sinners. Put it all on black, and drivers, start your engines.
The engines are fired, the drivers are rolling off. It's about to be a great race here at Las Vegas. And for 32 laps around this track, we're going to send it up to the booth with Bum and Speedway Racing Network.
I was just a young and bouncer on my mama knee. She said there's only one thing to set your soul free. Wasn't no easy street where I come from. There wasn't no sleep until the work was done. Let the spirit pull me under to the bottom of the well. You keep your motor running till that victory bell. One for the money, to another show. Please start your engines now and rock and roll.
It's the round of 8, and it starts here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the South Point 400 at Las Vegas. Hi, I'm Bum Motorsports, and joined with me is Speedway Racing Network. We're gonna have a great day today, so we're gonna go ahead and kick into the starting lineup.
Yeah, thanks for having me up here in the booth today, Bum. In row number 1, it's Chase Briscoe and Christopher Bell.
And row number 2 is Alex Bowman and William Byron.
Right behind them in row number 3, it's Chris Buescher and Todd Gilliland.
Then row number 4 is old teammates Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano.
Rounding out the top 10, it's Kyle Busch and Bubba Wallace.
Row number 6 is Chase Elliott and Daniel Suarez.
Right behind them in row 7, it's AJ Allmendinger and Ryan Blaney.
Row number 8 is Denny Hamlin and Josh Berry.
In row number 9, it's Austin Dillon and Tyler Reddick.
And then rounding out the field is Brian Priest and Zane Smith in row number 10. The rest of the field will go past on your screen on the bottom there. Here's your race strategy.
Yeah, here's the race strategy. It's going to be 32 lap stages, A, 8, and 16. The field window is going to be 9 to 10 laps. And the previous winners is the 11 of Denny Hamlin, and so on and so forth. As here we go, about to go green flag racing.
Who is going to step up in these moments? It's time to make history. Let's go racing in the round of 8.
Chase Briscoe leads his teammate Christopher Bell down the inside. Here comes Christopher Bell to the inside. They're side by side into turn 3 and 4.
And off of turn number 4 to complete the first lap. Here comes Alex Bowman to the inside. 3 wide. Alex Bowman's going to take the lead.
Alex Bowman clears, but the battle for second is still heating up as Bell's going to clear him off of turn 2.
It's Alex Bowman leading down the back straightaway. Here comes William Byron to the inside of the pole sitter. William Byron is going to try and clear him, and he will off of turn number 4.
Oh, Chase Briscoe gets loose. That's going to allow Chris Buescher and Joey Logano to get to the inside of him. And maybe Todd Gilliland get to the inside as here comes Joey Logano on the inside of Chris Buescher.
On the back straightaway, Joey Logano moves up in that 4th position. He started 8th. He's already up in the top 5. It's a good move from him.
Yeah, as we start to settle in, Alex Bowman remains in the lead, and the commanding lead from him. But here comes Joey Logano to the inside of William Byron, heading into turn 1 and 2.
Joey Logano is trying to make his way up to the front as Alex Bowman starts to use the high side around Las Vegas.
Here comes Chase Elliott looking for position of Denny Hamlin. But here comes Kyle Busch to the inside of Daniel Suarez as the battle for 10th heats up, coming off of turn 4.
Ryan Blaney takes him 3 wide, and he's going to scoot into that 10th place position as Kyle Busch tries to retake it from the 12 car. As on the back straightaway they go.
But here comes Kyle Busch back down the inside, and they're going to be side by side down the back straightaway.
They're going to go side by side into turns 3 and 4. Kyle Busch still looking for the position over Ryan Blaney. And here they come on the front straightaway. A little squeeze there from Todd Gilland as Ryan Blaney's going to go on the outside. And he's going to try and clear him into turn number 1.
Ryan Blaney's using that high lane momentum to have green flag pit stops.
Number 3 of Austin Dillon comes in for an early stop to try to get some clean air for the start of stage 2. 4 tires in field for the number 3, and off he goes.
The same as the 3 car. Priest comes down on lap 60 at 4 fresh tires and Sunoco fuel.
As the battle is heating up for second place, they're coming back to the last lap of stage number 1. Alex Bowman's got to weave through the lap traffic, and here they come on the last lap of stage number 1.
Here we go. 1 lap to go in stage number 1. This is going to be huge for those playoff guys to get that point. Here comes Christopher Bell to the inside of Alex Bowman, but he gets the runoff.
Here they come down the back straightaway for the last time. Alex Bowman in the turn 3 and 4, and he's going to win the first stage here at Las Vegas. He's going to get that crucial playoff point that he needs.
Yeah, very exciting stage. Very huge for Alex Bowman in the playoffs to get that point. And as we see the rest of the field go by on your screen, and now it's time for some pit stops, so we're going to have to see this as we go to commercial break.
Welcome back from commercial break. The cars are ready to go into pit stops. Let's go down to our pit reporters.
Joey Logano comes down and says the car is good, so no changes to the 22 car.
Ryan Blaney's car is coming to life, he says. 4 tires and fuel for the number 12.
We see the race off of pit road. Alex Bowman's going to get it as Chase Briscoe gets second, and William Byron, his teammate, Alex Bowman's teammate, is going to get third.
Welcome back from commercial break. Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott are busted on pit road for speeding and go over the wall too soon as we go to the choose cone.
Yeah, that's something you cannot have in these playoffs, especially at Las Vegas in the start of the round of 8. Those are 2 crucial mistakes from those 2 teams that cannot happen. But let's go back racing here.
As the cars are getting re-racked for the restart for stage number 2, it's Ryan Preece and Austin Dillon going to lead them to stage number 2. As the pace car pulls in, we're going to hit the restart zone, Echo Park restart zone, and we're back racing in stage number 2.
Here comes Alex Bowman to the inside already. Those old tires are not helping these guys at all as we're 3 wide for the 5th position.
Down the back straightaway, Austin Dillon and Ryan Preece got a terrible restart. Alex Bowman takes the lead already as it's jockeying for position behind him.
Alex Bowman's going to come to lead that first lap of stage number 2 as Chase Briscoe and William Byron lead them behind.
As now Alex Bowman tries to get away with the lead. Chase Briscoe and Bubba Wallace trying to take the lead away from him.
Yeah, Alex Bowman uses that high lane. Here comes Bubba Wallace on a Toyota manufacturer teammate. Chase Briscoe to the inside.
It's still Alex Bowman leads. Bubba Wallace to second. Here comes Joey Logano trying to get back to the front as William Byron is right behind him as well.
You see Ross Chastain moving his way up through the field. He just had a pit road penalty, but Chase Elliott's right behind him as well.
Yeah, they are trying to get their positions back after those costly penalties, but this actually might help them in a way. After stage 2, they could just stay out and hope for an early caution. Oh, there's a little bit of contact with
big
and Zane Smith.
Yeah, like you were saying, this could help him out in a way just as for the long run and maybe just help him out to inch closer to victory here in Las Vegas.
Now we got 3 laps to go in the stage 2. as now Chase Elliott and Ross Chastain trying to get as many positions. And here's Kyle Larson. He started last in today's race, and he's ripping the top side as Ryan Preece comes to the pits. No pit reporter from him, though.
Joey Logano gets to the inside of Bubba Wallace heading in turn number 1. He's going to look to chase down. He's in the wall. Here comes Joey Logano to the inside. Here comes Bubba Wallace as well. They're going to be side by side.
Alex Bowman gets the wall. The dominant car of the day. He gets into the wall. That's going to allow Joey Logano and Bubba Wallace to take the top 2 spots as they're coming to the last lap of stage number 1 or 2.
Here we go. 1 lap to go here in stage number 2. It's Joey Logano leading the way, but Ryan Blaney's looking for position on Alex Bowman.
Alex Bowman just trying to salvage what he can get here on the last lap of stage number 2. Chase Briscoe to the inside of him and on the back straightaway. But it's Joey Logano who will acquire the lead and off of turns 3 and 4. Joey Logano, he's going to win stage number 2 at Las Vegas.
Yeah, he's another one of those playoff guys who, like Alex Bowman, got those are some huge playoff points and some huge points just for the playoffs, so that's pretty huge for him.
Joey Logano wins stage number 2 at Las Vegas. We'll see you back after the commercial. Welcome back from commercial break as the cars go in for the pit stops.
Stage 2 winner Joey Logano was silent on the radio. 4 fresh tires and fuel with no adjustments for the 22 car.
Ryan Blaney says that the car is on fire and he knows they can win the race and put themselves in the championship 4.
Your stage 1 winner, Alex Bowman, says that the car is killed after hitting the wall. 48 rule put tape on his cars. He races away off the pit.
You see the race off pit road once again. Bubba Wallace inches out Chase Briscoe. As we see 5 cars stay on the racetrack. Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott, 2 playoff guys that got pit road penalties earlier, have stayed out. Welcome back here to Las Vegas as the cars head into the choose cone here, double file, ready to go racing here in Las Vegas. As here we go, and now let's send it down to the pre-race party.
Well, guys, we're going to come up here with a pretty and crazy restart here. 5 cars stay out, including 2 possible championship contenders, Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott. We'll see if the strategy helps them out. They also do need a caution for it to work out, so they're going to need one pretty bad here as we're going to come back to green.
Who will step up in these moments? It's the start of stage 3. Let's go. How would the old tires work? Austin Cindric and Carson Hocevar lead us.
Here comes Chase Briscoe to the inside. 3 wide, 4 wide. Who's going to get it? Done here in stage 3.
No,
big crash.
Joey Logano. Big crash on the back straightaway. Huge crash. Red flag is out.
That is huge damage. Joey Logano, huge damage for him. William Byron. Christopher Bell's involved. Denny Hamlin's on his side.
Oh my goodness, what just happened on the restart here? Kyle Busch is involved. He's a playoff guy. He was above the cut line. William Byron, he was just entering below the cut line, I think. And let's see the replay.
Oh my goodness. That was a big wreck. Let's see how it happened. Chase Briscoe, aggressive move 4 wide, and then they go into the back straight away, and then the rest was history. Basically too aggressive on the restart.
Yeah, it looks like Bubba Wallace gets loose, hits Chris Buescher, and kind of bounces off him and Joey Logano, and then Joey Logano gets the worst of it. His car gets smashed up in the front. He's going to be done for today.
Yeah, that's huge damage for the 22 Logano, but that's huge damage to his playoff hopes, and it's going to be tough coming back from this wreck for Joey Logano and all these playoff guys.
Yeah, Christopher Bell and William Byron, Kyle Busch, all involved as well. See what happens here. Oh, looks like Kyle Busch gets tagged by Kyle Reddick. Denny Hamlin is on his side. Look at that. Not sure how that happened.
Wow.
Yeah,
It
so
looks like there's some damage to Daniel Suarez's car as well. And it's going to be day over for a lot of these drivers, as this is not what many people wanted to see.
yeah, it looks like 8 cars are going to be out of the race, and we're going to be coming back to green after this commercial break.
Welcome back here from commercial break. We're back under the yellow flag as we see William Byron. He got some tape on his race car, but let's see another replay of how this wreck happened.
Yeah, it looks like Bubba Wallace just gets loose, tags off Chris Buescher and Todd Gillen, and then goes right in front of Joey Logano. Logano had nowhere to go, and then big impact for Brad Keselowski on the inside. Bubba Wallace's day is going to be out as we go to the repair reporters.
Ryan Blaney still says that car is extremely good. No changes from the last time. And we'll see if he can make his way back up to the front of the field.
Chastain will have to wait a little longer to get the car filled up, and he's gone.
So we see the race off the pit road. Carson Hocevar wins it, and Chase Elliott gets second as the rest of the field comes out behind them.
After the big one on the back straightaway, Logano and Bell are out of it, and Elliott and Chastain's pit strategy is going to work out if they can conserve their fuel.
As we head back into the choose cone, maybe Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott's speeding penalties was a blessing in disguise for how this race is going to end up. Let's see how it does, but this is going to be it all. As we see Austin Cindric got a pit road penalty as well. No, it's not a pit road penalty. He went over the choose cone, and he's going to be at the back. So let's go back racing.
Here we go for the restart. On stage number 3 we go. Carson Hocevar and Chase Elliott lead us. It's more of a casualty start. Here comes Ryan Blaney. Oh, Ty Gibbs gets a little squirrely in the back. How about Kyle Larson in the middle?
These restarts have been so aggressive as they're 3 wide for 5th. Who's going to be able to prevail?
Carson Hocevar leads. Chase Elliott in second. Ryan Blaney and Ross Chastain fighting for third. Looks like Blaney's going to get that spot though.
As Carson Hocevar is going to come around to lead that lap with a hard charging Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott behind.
And another thing we haven't really mentioned is fuel strategy. 9 to 10 laps was the window, and we start this run with 11 laps. Who will be able to save enough fuel to make it to the end of the race?
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if you see some teams start to fuel save a little bit more than they should be, and trying to make it to the end of this race.
I agree. Oh, Carson Hocevar gets loose. That's going to allow Chase Elliott to get to the inside of him. They're going to side draft each other down the back straightaway. And it looks like Chase Elliott in the turn screen 4. He's going to surge into the lead. Chase Elliott, as the fans go wild, he leads at Las Vegas.
Here comes Ross Chastain. Got that run off of 3 and 4. He's going to go for position on Carson Hocevar.
The turns 1 and 2. It's still Chase Elliott who leads. Ross Chastain behind them. You gotta watch out for those drivers with the fuel strategy. As Ryan Blaney, he's also another to watch with the fuel strategy.
Yeah, as he's ripping the top, as maybe Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott leading, 2 of those drivers leading the pack, gonna start saving a little bit more. But here comes Kyle Larson, the first to come down, as he is not gonna be able to make it.
Kyle Larson comes in for a 4-tire stop and a splash of fuel as he's looking to go hard all the way to the end.
We'll see how that decision by Kyle Larson will affect his race. As now, the battle for second is heating up with Ryan Blaney all the way to the top side. And he's going to get the run off the corner from Ross Chastain. To the inside he goes. And Ryan Blaney's going to clear Ross Chastain for second.
Yeah, Ryan Blaney's going to slot into that second position. And he's looking for a position on Chase Elliott, maybe. But here comes Ty Gibbs into the pit lane with Josh Berry right behind him.
Yeah, Ty Gibbs and Josh Berry, they're trying to stay the same strategy as Kyle Larson. As here comes the leaders off of turns 3 and 4. Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney, they're going to try and go for the win. As here comes Chase Briscoe to pit road.
This is the money stop. This is where you cannot make a single mistake on pit road.
Chase Briscoe enters pit stall number 1 to get 4 fresh tires and fill it with fuel. He's gambling that everybody else will run out of fuel before the end of the race.
Yeah, we're going to see who will do that strategy, but it looks like these two are not. It's Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney as they have a little contact right there, but these two are not going to come in for the pit.
Ryan Blaney really wants to get around Chase Elliott as fast as he's in the wall. Here comes Ross Chastain. He's going to be able to close in. He gets to the inside of him.
Ross Chastain gets past him, but Chase Elliott, this might have just cost him the race. He gets into the wall, just like his teammate. And here comes Hocevar. Hocevar's out of fuel.
The Hurricane is out of fuel. He's going to have to come into the pits. But Ryan Blaney's starting to catch lap traffic. That's the 41 of Cole Custer.
It looks like everyone is starting to come into the pits. Who is going to make it on field? Ryan Blaney's got a lap and a half to go. And here he comes. Oh, I think he's out of fuel. He's out of fuel. Ryan Blaney's out of fuel.
Here comes Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain takes the lead.
White flag. One more lap to go here in Las Vegas.
Is Ross Chastain going to have enough fuel? Ryan Blaney didn't. Chase Elliott hit the wall. Here, Kyle Larson is up to third, and he is moving. Can Ross Chastain make it? He is limping his way home. Can he make it? How about Todd Gilliland? He's in second place too. As in it turns 3 and 4. Ross Chastain. He comes off a turn number. He's out of fuel. Ross Chastain's out of fuel. Here comes Kyle Larson.
Get there.
Ross Chastain is going to win at Las Vegas. Oh my goodness.
He's going to Phoenix.
Ross Chastain. Chase Elliott spins across.
He spins.
But Ross Chastain is going to Phoenix. Ross, as he runs out of fuel, Ross Chastain advances to the championship 4. Oh my goodness.
What a finish. First, it started off with Ryan Blaney running out of fuel, but actually first it started off with Chase Elliott running into the wall, and that allowed Ross Chastain to get to the inside. Then Ryan Blaney ran out of fuel, and the rest was history.
Yeah, what did we just see? Ryan Blaney runs out of fuel, Ross Chastain takes the lead over, and me personally, I thought Kyle Larson was going to go right past him on the back straightaway, but no. He's able to come back on the turns 3 and 4 and just basically coast his way, but you can see him weaving the car, and then Kyle Larson gets in the wall, which I think if he didn't get in the wall, he might have won that race.
Yeah, it could have been a chance, but there was a ton of what ifs in this race for what would have happened, as I'm not too sure what SVG was doing there, as Ross Chastain celebrates his win.
Well, what a race it was. Thank you so much, Speedway, for having for being in the booth with me, as we'll go to the post-race show.
Yeah, thanks for having me up here in the booth. It was awesome. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone, back to Las Vegas after a very exciting finish that saw Ross Chastain cruise to the line out of gas and barely beating out the 5 of Kyle Larson.
Yeah, what a race indeed it was, Interstate and AHP. We're going to take a look at our playoff standings here. As you see that Ross Chastain is advanced in, which we all actually picked him to make it into the Final Four. So good choosing by us. Meanwhile, as you look down further down the grid, Bell's up by 4, Byron by 1, Bowman by 0. It's still a very tight race for the cut line outside of Joey Logano, but he can still race his way in.
Yeah, it's anybody's game here going into the last 3 races of the season. I want to thank you for letting me join.
I also want to thank Bum Motorsports for having us on here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. But that is going to wrap up tonight's broadcast from Bum Motorsports and Speedway Racing Network. Up in the booth, the Milk, Biscuit, Stop Motion, and Gavin Beers in the pits. From Timothy Brown and HP on the pre-race show, I'm Interstate Battery Cup Series, and we say good night, everyone, and we'll see you at Talladega.
Good night.